when you when you really times 1,000 times 1,000,000 times 1,000,000,000 times 1,000,000,000,000 like for real talk, when you really come into a place of, hey yo, this is me, this is what it is, and how you getting it is how you getting, how I'm coming is how I'm coming. If you don't like it, get out the way. Type vibes on yourself, but it's not something that you just practice. It's not something that you just feel yourself trying to come into. It becomes a total way of life. You see it in everything. You see it down to the most minuscule and finite detail. Like you can look at a flower and see it for its stem, but also see it for its seed, and then understand that it has a root in the ground, that because it's attached to, again, God's grace and mercy, it has no choice but to grow. Come on, man. That's when you realize I can do anything, go anywhere, take on whatever. And all the things that I've been through, all the things that people have done, all the things that people have said, all the things that I have allowed, all of the things that I did not hold myself accountable for, all of the things that I allowed to get me down no longer have power. They no longer have weight. Yes, they have existence because they contributed to making me, but they had no opportunity to break me. That feeling is quite empowering, I must say. And I feel like that's why literally I was just sitting here like just writing, chilling, cooling, whatever, doing my thing. And it was just like, no, record. I was like, nah, I don't feel like recording. Like, I haven't been recording because I ain't been having the time. I've been like working literally more than I usually work. Like, which is like, because video editing takes some time, y'all. Like, it really do. So for people that like y'all that be kicking out videos and people that be making like mad content, I be like, oh my gosh, I applaud them so much because I know it is tough. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, it was like, I'm instead of saying no, I'm not gonna do it. I don't want to. Bruh, something in me just jolted me like, bro, go get up and get that mic. Like, get the mic, do what you need to do, say what you need to say, what I'm telling you to say, and that's it. And now here I am on the mic, doing just that. Because I really didn't have a say in the matter. So that's why I say I really didn't plan on coming into blowing smoke like this. I really didn't plan on it like being planted in this way. But I guess this is where we are. Like, this is where it's at. And this is how it's gonna go for now. I'm just like, at this point, y'all, I'm really just going with the flow of things. Like I said, I'm just like kind of like I'm just I'm repeating words and stuff because I'm really taking a back. Like, I'm just trying to let it sink in, because if only y'all knew what y'all will know coming up soon, like that. Because again, I'm back to where I need to be. But it's so many things that I've been doing behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying, that I had to do strictly for me, that I could not include anybody else in. I could not how can you say, give to myself while extending to others. I couldn't do it at that time. I had to completely cut off distractions. Anything that was a distraction, I cut it off. And in being able to do that, I was able to find pillars and things in my life that are completely stable points for me, or things that I know that I can build off of because I've built off of them for some time before and up to this point. So I should say up until now, you know what I'm saying? And then in being able to do that, to know what's a distraction or what could potentially be a distraction versus what is a priority or necessary, or you know what I'm saying, your main interest, then you're able to divvy out your time to these things, and you learn a better balance of being able to do it. So that way, when you do get ready to extend you are able to decide, am I going to just extend a portion of myself, or am I in a place to where I can give a portion of myself? Because they are two different things, you know what I'm saying? An extension is just like opening up your arm, you know, it's still attached to your elbow, but giving something is taking a piece away and now beholding it to another person or thing or place or object, and it's theirs to do what they are going to do with it. You know what I'm saying? So like giving the shirt off of my back to my neighbor, it's now their shirt. It's no longer my shirt. It's not like we both in it. You got an arm, I got an arm. Hey, we zipped up the middle. No, it's their shirt. You know what I'm saying? So it helps you to be in a place to knowing what your boundaries are, what your limits are, and really how you can overcome your situation, and how you can really like find yourself in a place of just like, dang, I'm really good, bro. But like, I don't know what was wrong with me and why I wasn't seeing my blessings before the way that they is and as big and as profound as they are, but I was tripping. And thank you for new eyes, because whoa, it's like living in a new world, you know what I'm saying? And I unfortunately had the mindset that to have a moment like that, I have to be at a certain place in life, or a certain, how can you say, like spiritual stature. But that's totally not true, because honestly, all you have to do is like truthfully and honestly just be sincere. That's all it is. Like, and it's one thing, you know, to be sincere when you living and you going out into the world and going along your journey, you being sincere about what your interests and endeavors are. But to be sincere about your existence and why you're here, in connection with what, again, the Creator wants you to do for Him, to glorify Him and His will, it makes things 100% easier. Now, I'm not saying that it's without trial. I'm not saying that it is like ice cream and cake or whatever your thing is, your favorite is every day. No, it's not like that. It's a matter of being able to, again, find that balance, you know, and it has its phases. It has its stages that you have to go through. Like, you just have to connect. You just have to connect and accept how your relationship is with Him. Like, not try to mimic other people's relationship or see somebody's relationship and be like, ooh, I want to be like that. Like, no, you know what I'm saying? Because I've even had people like, you know, like feel like if they spiritual relationship or spiritual connection isn't how they preachers is, or how they deacon is, or how they grandmas is, or how they mamas is, that is not a worthy connection. But that's false, but like 100% false. Because to be honest with you, like one of my grandfather, for instance, he's my best friend wholeheartedly, and he is one of the most, I can say, spiritually connected people that I know, aside from my own grandma. But, and he don't listen to rap music and all that type of stuff. Of course, he ain't got no social media. Nothing like that. Nothing. Just, you know, just to paint the picture. Nothing. Not to say he's like, you know, I don't know, Jesus or the most, whatever the case. But, you know, nothing like that. But then there's me on this end where, shoot, I don't even know if y'all can hear it, but I have music playing in the background. My playground. My playground, good one, Lord. But my playlist, which is like my playground, honestly, because music is my love language. It's my first language, honestly. But if you can hear my playground, I said it again. Come on, Lord, dang, nah, don't be letting these people see how we be wilding. If you can hear my playlist playing in the background, you see how I got all mixed up and tongue-tied, yeah. If you can hear my playlist playing in the background, there is so many different genres. Like, there has already been trap music, R&B music, jazz music, gospel music, and I think a little Paramore played. So me with saying that, finally being able to get to my point and say what I was trying to say, that me and my grandfather are two totally different people, and we have two totally different connections, but both connections are strong. You know what I mean? He honestly, he honestly has a great reverence for my connection more than I even do. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you have to find what your connection is and follow through with that. Stay tapped into that. Don't get strayed away from what you are or what you're doing, how you're doing it, and the things that you feel need to be done for you. It's not what your mama said you should be living your life like, or your dad, or anybody else, or your auntie, cousin. None of that. It's about what he say you should be living your life like, and what he tell you and what he show you should be doing things like. And once you get those messages and those pieces of information, it won't be that you're going to get it every time. I'm not going to lie to you. It won't be a perfect hit every time, because sometimes you're going to misinterpret. Sometimes, I'm telling you the truth, the temptations will get the best of you. But that's until you learn how to, again, balance. Nobody's perfect. And he knows that. He accepts that. So once you accept that and you find your balance, and you're able to hold yourself accountable when you're wrong, but also applaud yourself when you're right, and when you're doing well, and when you're doing good, that type of balance creates a personal ecosystem that no one can interrupt. And if they are interrupting it, it's because a part of you that obviously still needs work is allowing it, which is okay, because once you accept that, you're able to fix it and work on it and say, hey, no more of this, buddy, like, or no more of this, whoever the homegirl is, or no more of this, whoever the job is, or no more of this, whoever the group of people is that just cannot seem to chill, because they are constantly in way of negativity, or constantly in way of producing a space that seems to bring you down instead of lifting you up. What the flip? So I just, honestly, y'all, like, again, I didn't know I was gonna jump into this season like this. I didn't know I was going to go into blowing smoke like this. Like, honestly, I still had like interviews that I was ready to do, and had been writing questions up for and doing my research for and stuff like that. But obviously this is where I feel called to right now. And the interviews, I hope y'all love those. I really do, because I loved doing them. And there will definitely be more in the future. And I hope to like connect with people in ways that allow all of us to experience authenticity and genuineness without fault, without guilt, and just a space that's free of any kind of any judgment, So yeah. But I think I'm gonna leave it there for now, because it's so much that I know we gonna get into, that I want to tell y'all, that I want to share with y'all, things that I've learned and things that I'm like now currently experiencing, that I feel like it's time for me to put them out there. And I can't allow anything to stop me. I can't allow my circumstances to stop me, like, because truthfully, the only thing that be in the way of me really be me not having balance. So now that I'm really learning balance through my consistency and my perseverance, it's like, okay, I'm able to produce in a way that I haven't had the opportunity to do before, because I didn't have the balance before. So it's coming, and we gonna get into so much, y'all. Like, we gonna get into so much, and y'all gonna get it in different forms, video, audio. Shoot, sometimes, hell, I'm just be popping up wherever I'm at, wherever it's at with it, wherever he come with it, wherever he say with it. That's how it's coming. So y'all get ready for the real, the real, cause y'all done had the real, but now y'all gonna have the real deal. But yeah, like, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all as always. And to the 22. Like, I know that doesn't sound like a big number, but in my mind, it sounds like I'm saying 22 million. To the 22 million people that have joined the family. Oh my God. Hi. Hi. I am so happy to have you. Like, I am so glad you are here. Like, I am so appreciative, because to tell you the truth, a little background story. See, I was about to wrap it up, but again, I'm going where I feel called. When I started my YouTube channel, background, I didn't even start it for myself, truthfully. I started it because, honestly, someone who I was friends with at the time, or at least I thought that I was friends with at the time, needed support in something that they were doing. So I was like, okay, I'll make one and support whatever you got going on, whatever, no big deal. Because I had already said plenty of times, like, nah, I'm not gonna get into video. That's not my thing. I feel like video is very distracting from the message. I'll just But some kind of way, I still found myself getting into video. Like, I guess truthfully, I don't know, especially with the fact that I didn't plan it. I just got into it, and then it seemed to be good, and it seemed to be well, and it made me happy and stuff like that. I was like, okay, I'm gonna just keep on doing it. This is pretty decent, you know what I'm saying? All right, cool. It was just like something that just happened. It just happened, and I didn't really think much of it or expect much of it. I just looked at it as another platform for what I was already doing to, be linkable, to be searchable, to be found, to be honestly just ingested. You know what I'm saying? So it was just another point of exposure. And then one day it was like, okay, my homies, people who, the few that I know, my homies, of course they don't subscribe, you know what I'm saying? Even if they just got a burner page, they don't subscribe. It's like, all right, cool, got 2, got 3, all right, got 4 subbies. What's up? This is kind of decent to me, because I'm like, this is crazy. Like, what? Like, because I didn't think nobody was gonna be watching the video, honestly. Like, because I really get a lot of my exposure on the audio side of things. Like, the audio side of things goes to countries that I ain't even know existed. So it'd be like, okay, wow, like, the audio is being consumed, and it's just being digested in a way that I didn't know could happen. But on the YouTube side of things, I seen another 5. I seen a 5th person, a 6th person, 7th person, 8th person, and I said that like 8 people subscribing to me for the longest, and I honestly felt so empowered. Good one, Lord. I felt so empowered by that I kept, trying to make videos, and I kept trying to make videos that were, I guess you can say, like, hefty in love and in encouragement and in motivation, you know what I'm saying? Even if it was just for those 8 people, because they were here, they were showing up, obviously they were watching, and other people were watching because the views started to grow, you know what I'm saying? So I say that to say, from the 8 subscribers that I started with to now have 30, to me is like, it's a really big deal, because I didn't think that I even had the voice or the power to really greatly affect one person. Because, to tell y'all the truth, I'm extremely anxious. I'm a shy person. I really I don't like, like, really talking and like interacting because of how anxious I get and stuff like that. But I found myself slowly coming into it, and to grow from 0 to 2 to 5 or whatever to 8 to what we now have, a family of 30 people that tune in, they like or comment or share, and the message gets to places and people that I couldn't have reached alone. Is like, it is so humbling to me. I appreciate that. I say that to say to the new 22, and to everybody else that's here, everybody, I appreciate y'all. Like, whether you subscribe or you just drop in for videos or whatever, like, thank you so much, because it helps the message to get further than my own arm can reach. And that's just one more person being able to come over to the camp and get the tools and supplies that they may need for their journey, and then continue on their journey, because that's all I want to do. I want to be a beacon of light and truthfully a place of help and support. So I'm getting teary-eyed. I appreciate y'all, and we're gonna grow together. We're gonna keep growing together. We're gonna keep good one, Lord. We're gonna keep growing together, and it's going to be awesome. And I couldn't do it without y'all. So this is Blowing Smoke. More to come. Didn't expect for it to come like this again, but hey, it is what it is. And if you still here, you stuck with me to the end, all 26 minutes worth, dang. You wrong. And I appreciate it. Alright, I'm out.